All right, everyone, we're gonna work on the swing routine. I'm gonna show this actually in socks for the teaching so you can clearly see what my feet are doing. But when I start dancing, I'm actually put shoes on, okay? So let's look at the actual swing basic. There's two basics that we kind of fall back on. And one of the things that makes swing interesting is this kind of oscillation back and forth between 6 count and 8 count patterns. For our purposes, to keep everything kind of neat and tidy, we're gonna work on the 8 count basic, all right? So what's gonna happen is we're gonna be using triple steps and rock steps. So let's start with the rock steps actually. So in this case, we're gonna do back rocks. So if I'm standing on my right foot, I'm simply gonna take my left foot back, I'm gonna transfer weight back, and then shift my weight forward. Yeah, that's all the rock step is, right? And I can do it on the left foot, or I can do it back on the right foot. Yeah, we're gonna do both in this case, right? So let me show you from behind then. So if I go back on my right foot, or I'm my left foot, replacing my right foot, or I can shift back on my right foot and stepping forward on my left foot, right? Pretty straightforward. The other element that we've got is triple steps. So let's talk about these. This is a type of chasse. So, you know, if you've already done the cha-cha, this might look familiar to you. So basically it's a series of 3 little steps to the side. So we're gonna take side step, we're gonna close the left foot to the right foot, and then step to the right again. I can reverse this and go the other direction. Take a side step to the left, close my right foot to my left foot, and take one more time a side step to the left. Yeah, that's the basic structure. So we go side, together, side, side, together, side, and side, together, side, okay? The thing that's gonna make this look more like swing is there's a couple things. First thing, I'm gonna keep the weight toward the balls of my feet, right? Because it's a fairly quick action, so I want to make sure that I'm staying forward to the balls of my feet so that I can move quickly. If I'm into my heels, it's going to make for a very kind of lumbery sort of look, okay? So I want to make sure I stay to the balls of my feet. The other thing I'm doing is going to keep my knees a little bit soft, right? By soft, I mean just a tiny bit bent so that there's a little bit of cushion into the action, right? So I'm going to just show this from the front for a second. So as I take my steps, I'm definitely kind of cushioning into them a little bit to give them a little bit of bounce, right? And this is also going to make me be able to move in kind of a nimble fashion, right? So now, why do we need to move in a nimble fashion? Because this is pretty fast timing. The timing of this is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So I'm basically nipping a little bit of time off of one of the steps. I only have 2 beats, but I've got 3 steps, right? So I've got 1, 2, right? So I'm nipping a little bit off of that 1 to give myself that extra step, yeah? So I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? That's our rhythm. So now, the whole basic then is gonna be that triple step flanked by rock steps. So we're gonna begin. You could start the basic kind of anywhere, but just to make this uniform for everybody, we are all gonna begin with weight on the right foot and we're gonna have the left foot free. I'm gonna start with a back rock. So we do our back start. 1, 2. Now we've got our triple step. 3, 4. And now we've got our back rock on the right foot. 5, 6. And we do our triple step to the right. 7, 8. Okay, so we've got our rock, step, triple step, rock, step, triple step with numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? So that is your 8 count basic, and that's gonna keep everything kind of phrased nicely for you. Next, we're gonna look at the jump clap with swivels and twist point combination. By the way, these names, honestly, is stuff that has been around for a long time, but they don't really have like official names, so that's just what we're gonna call them, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do a little jump back. So I'm gonna show you here what's gonna happen. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get soft my knees, and I'm just gonna step back, back, and clap, back, and clap, okay? So I'm gonna start by popping my left foot back and then my right foot. So I'm just doing like a quick little hop back, yeah? It's not big, I'm not trying to, you know, catch air, right? I'm just trying to do a little step and a little step, right? So you can just kind of practice that, okay? Then between those, I'm gonna clap. So I'm gonna go back, 1, 2, right? And again, I'm gonna go back, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So again, we're kind of nipping off time off of 1 beat to do 2 steps there, okay? We're gonna do this 2 times. So we're gonna begin, we're gonna go back, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here then, we're gonna do some swivel walks. We're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me explain what's going on with that. So if you just kind of stay to the balls of your feet a little bit and bend your knees, we're just gonna swivel, right? So like you're doing the twist, okay? Now, what's gonna happen is as we're doing the twist, we're gonna pick up a foot and step on it, right? And then I'm gonna twist the other way, pick up my right foot and step on it. So in the direction of my twist, that's the foot I'm gonna pick up and step forward with. And then as I twist the other direction, I'm gonna pick up and place that foot, yeah? So I'm not necessarily having to pick up my feet a lot, right? I'm not going, all right, that'll be a bit much, but just so you can see what's going on, right? So again, if I do this from the side, I'm swiveling and placing, swiveling, placing, swiveling, placing, swiveling, placing. So that's how I'm going to advance forward, okay? So after our 2 jumps, right, we have a 1, 2, a 3, 4. We're gonna start the swivel to the left, and we're gonna dance 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, so we'll be done on the right foot. Then we're gonna do twist points. So we're gonna twist and point the left foot, and then take weight on it. Then I'm gonna twist, point with the right foot, and then step. And point, and step, point, and step, point, and step, point, and step. And every time I'm twisting towards the foot that's pointing, yeah? And we're gonna do 4 of those, right? So the whole combination then is gonna be a 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ending on the right foot with the left foot free. So that's that figure. All right, the next little combination is called flicks and sailor shuffle. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, a 8. Okay? So the flicks are easy. You're literally just gonna pick up a foot and you're gonna point it down and across, pick up your knee again, and then point it down to the side, right? So you're kind of pointing across and to side and across and to side. The tricky thing about this is that you definitely want to think about lifting that knee up. Now I don't mean like up to your nose, right? But we're definitely picking that knee up. That's the emphasis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's the timing. So first action is let's try the other foot, right? So I'm gonna pick up I'm gonna reach across 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's your flick action. Yeah, it's a little fast. 1, 2, okay? That's the flicks. Then the sailor shuffle. The way sailor shuffle works is you're gonna basically take a step back and across, you're gonna close your feet, and then take a side/forward step. All right, let me turn around back so you can kind of follow along. So going to the left, we begin by taking a very small cross step behind on the left foot. I'm gonna bring the right foot to my left foot, and I'm gonna switch ways. So now I'm on my right foot, yeah? And I'm gonna take a side step onto my left foot. Yeah, and it can be a little bit more forward, it can be a little more side. It doesn't matter, let whatever naturally happens happen, right? But the idea is that we're going to kind of tip into that step, right? So again, cross behind, close my feet, side step. Cross behind, close my feet, side step, yeah? Now this one again, it's fast, right? So it's gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you definitely want to be kind of leaning into it as you are, or as I'm starting to take that foot back, I'm already starting to tip into it. 1, 2, right? So that helps me stay peppy on this, yeah? So that's the sailor shuffle. Now I'm gonna do the flicks and the sailor shuffles together. So we're gonna begin, weight on the right foot, left foot free. I'm gonna do 2 flicks. 1, 2, then we do a sailor shuffle, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna do another set of flicks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we'll do it twice. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is your flicks and sailor shuffle. Now we're gonna look at step points. Step points are super, super easy. All they are is gonna be a walk across and point to side, walk and point, and walk and point. So as you notice, as I'm doing this, I'm taking a step kind of across myself, feet a little bit turned out, yeah? So, and I've also bent my knees a little bit, and then I'm pointing to the side, yeah? Now, I've got a couple of styling options, because this is really, again, there's not a lot of technique to this, but I do have styling options. I can make this very smooth by staying low. So I bend my knee and I point across and I keep everything bent and I just stay level, right? The other thing that I can do if I want is I can bend down into it and straighten my legs as I point and drop down and rise and drop down and rise, right? Just to give you some options. Let me just turn around this way just a second just to make sure everyone gets a chance to see from behind. So I step across left, right, right, left. Yeah? We're gonna begin with on the right foot with the left foot free, and we're gonna just do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ending once again on the right foot with the left foot free. In terms of styling, the figure's kind of the same through the body, but then through the upper body, we can kind of change the look of it a little bit, right? So if the girls, if you would like to keep this a little bit more dainty looking, right? We just kind of bring our shoulders across away from the foot that's pointing, right? To give it a little bit of a femme look. Boys, what you can do is just kind of drop into a little bit more, right? You can even add some snaps, right? Think like Sharks and the Jets, although none of you kids even know what I'm talking about with that, but maybe your teachers do, right? So you can snap your fingers as you do this. And again, girls, if you want to dance with the snaps, that also works, right? So this is not necessarily a either or, but something to think about, right? And you can also think about different things that you might like to do with it. Feel free to experiment a little bit, but there's some styling options for that step, okay? Then I want to look at toe heel swivels. Toe heel swivels, these are tricky. So we're going to start. I'm going to show you first what it looks like. This is a little, again, I've injured my ankle, so it's a little bit hard for me to do, but I'm going to do my best here. So I've got toe, heel, and I swivel, toe, heel, swivel. That's what they look like. So we're going to start, weight on the right foot, and we're going to take it level by level. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm simply going to point my toe down, then heel out to the side, and close. And now I'm going to point my toe, then I'm going to present my heel, and close. Toe, heel, close. Toe, heel, close. Once you've got that, the next step is going to be to go toe, heel, step across. Toe, heel, step across. And again, notice to keep step across, I've got my knees a little bit bent, okay? Toe, heel, step across. Toe, heel, step across. All right? Once you've got that, we're going to add the swivel in, right? So what's going to happen is as I bring my toe in, I'm going to swivel everything, right? So my feet are going to stay kind of parallel throughout the whole process. So as my toe comes in, I'm going to turn my feet toe. I'm going to turn both of my feet out, heel, and then I'm going to turn as I cross. Okay, that's going to help me not advance too far. Then again, I'm going to bring my toe in, toe, twisting everything, heel, twisting everything, and again, twist and cross. And again, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross. Yeah? It again is helpful to keep your weight towards the balls of your feet. You don't have to stay high on the balls of your feet, but keeping the weight in front is going to help you twist. If you are flat-footed, it's going to be a little hard to get any kind of rotation. Yeah? The timing, it's just 1 beat per action, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? This figure is the one figure we've got that's going to be working off the 6 count pattern. Don't worry about it too much. I've kind of phrased this all to where it'll get you back on 1 in a moment, but be aware that this one actually is just a 6 count pattern. You're going to do this 2 times, 2 sets of this, right? So we're going to do a total of 12 beats. So it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on 12, instead of crossing, I'm gonna close, yeah? That's my end, 12. So by the time I'm done, my feet are closed, my weight is on my right foot, and my left foot is free, okay? It's important because the very next thing we're gonna do is the jazz box, okay? So let me talk about jazz box. Jazz box, if you imagine that you're on a square, we're gonna start at if we imagine we're a square, we're gonna start at the bottom left corner. Okay, the top left corner, top left corners, right? So there's a box here and I'm on the top left corner. So what I'm gonna do is I take my left foot, I'm gonna draw the top part of the box. Then I'm gonna draw the right side of the box, then the bottom of the box, and then the left side of the box. Now back to having my left foot free. So if I draw it again, I have across, back, side, and forward. Yeah? And again, I feel like it really helps to think about the box that you're drawing, right? Top of the box, right side of the box, bottom of the box, left side of the box, right? So just remember that the very first step is across. This one again has just 1 beat per step. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do it twice, so we're gonna wrap up with 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And that is the jazz box.